and you losing things physically, you losing yourself emotionally, and it's like when this person leaves you, it feel like they taking your life with them. And so how do you actually overcome that without, oh, I gotta go get a new man, or oh, I'm gonna go sleep with someone, or everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stylish Shay. I'm the CEO of Girl Start Over, where we empower women to start new lives and look good doing it too. So today's video is going to be about how to overcome depression from a failed relationship or a toxic relationship, whatever situation you in. And I wanted to talk about this because I be having a lot of talks with girls, and it's a lot of girls, more common than not, going through some type of situation with a man and they putting up with this mess because, you feel me, of these reasons I'm going to mention in the video. But make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Y'all know I've been going for a little minute. I had to regroup and get myself together, and I've been going through some things as well. But I am back, okay? I'm going to be making some more videos. It'll be more business related because I did get into some new business ventures. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But let's get right into this video. So how to overcome depression from a failed or toxic relationship. So like when a relationship first ends, it's so easy to be so hurt, and just depending on what happened, you get cheated on. A lot of times it'd be another female involved. You're just gonna keep it above 50. Or this man leaves you for whatever reason. He's living with you, you know, y'all sharing bills together, he messing up your credit. It's so many things that can go wrong from a relationship, or no matter the reason. But we start putting ourselves and losing ourselves for these men. And so maybe you didn't let yourself go physically, because I didn't let myself go physically. I have let myself go before letting my visions and dreams go. And some of y'all was still on your stuff, but you sitting up there letting a man live with you. You sitting up there letting this man take advantage of your life in a way that go against how you was raised and even things that you have seen. And so you literally losing yourself in this man, and you losing things physically, you losing yourself emotionally. And it's like when this person leaves you, it feel like they taking your life with them. And so how do you actually overcome that without, oh, I gotta go get a new man, or oh, I'm gonna go sleep with someone, or oh, I'm gonna go out and party, and I'm gonna find all these other activities to do. And so I've been through this quite a few times. I remember one year I went through it the worst, but one thing that really helped me was learning the type of woman that I was going to be. Who did I want to be, and having new goals and a new vision for how I wanted my life to be. And I was constantly writing that stuff out, y'all. I constantly wrote, even when I was feeling down, bad, and depressed and stuff, because somebody had left me. I was feeling so bad, and I would just be temptation to get in your feelings, but it's okay, I'm going to write this vision. Because I was listening to this podcast. It was the Flow Fitness podcast, and they was talking about, they gave this example. When women want to lose weight, the guy was telling the girl, to pick out a dress for the size that she wanted to be, and she was going to work out until she was able to get in that dress, and she would eventually be able to fit it. But it's in that same way, he really hammered down on writing a vision, writing out what you want for your life. And I would rewrite the vision as many times as I needed to get it in my head, to get it through my system, the type of life I wanted and the type of way that I wanted to be. Because what I had just settled for wasn't really what I wanted, but it was something that I put myself in. So now I gotta relearn it all together. So relearning who you are, and who you want to be, and the type of woman you actually want to be, and realizing, okay, the stuff you did wasn't her. So you got to figure out who this woman is and what she wants to do, and how she actually wants to be. You have to really discover who you want to be. Because I'm gonna say this, I'm not gonna lie to nobody, sit up here and tell you never gonna talk to Jaquan again because Jaquan used up your credit. It's hard to leave a man, especially if you was with him for years, or you was dealing with him and he was living with you and y'all was freaking. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I'm not even gonna lie to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But I am gonna say this. If you know who you are and you see who you wanna be, you gonna know, and you gonna have the strength eventually to let it go and to do something else, because you becoming somebody different. And so if you becoming somebody different, and this woman who you are, since someone is taking advantage of her, what is she gonna do? She's gonna leave. She's not gonna tolerate none of those things. So you gotta really understand, focus on who you actually wanna be and hold on to that girl. Cause baby, let me tell you something, that girl that you wanna be, she gonna get you out. She really gonna get you out of that. God can give you hope through that and allow you to see a vision, but it's you really gotta hold on to that girl you wanna be. You gotta hold on to your dreams. You gotta go back to them. You have to recreate them and recreate your life from the ground up. And one way you create your life from the ground up is on paper. Now, y'all, you don't gotta buy my notebook. I have a notebook on Amazon, by the way, link in the description box below. But you have to literally get you some journal from the Dollar Tree, and you gotta write out that vision. You have to write out the woman that you actually want to be and what she want to do, what she want to wear, if she always want her hair done, if she always want her nails done. Like, you gotta write out the small things. I literally remember when I would write my vision and stuff, and the type of woman I wanted to be, one of the things is I was like, I always want to have my nails done. And I do not go too long without having my nails done no more. I have my nails done more often than not, because that was something that I like really wanted for myself. It may be a time where I don't have my nails done, because honestly, my nails will be bleeding and like some things will be happening from wearing acrylics and stuff too long. So I will have to give them a break sometime, but I try not to go too long without keeping my nails done, because that's something about the type of woman that I want to be. And that's just like a little snippet. So you have what you want, but you're gonna be able to work towards that. And when you working towards that and your mind is shifted, then you're not gonna be thinking about that man so much, because you gonna be like more tapped in with what you want to do and what you're trying to do versus this man. And I know that's like really difficult to think about, because the pain is so severe, and you ready to fight him and you ready to fight the girl if it's another girl involved, because I've been there, because I done cussed him out and then I done cussed the girl out before too. I done been about ready to fight. I have been there. But I noticed that being there was even worse. It drove me to a worse place. But when I was in a place where I could think, and I'm like, okay, what do I actually want? And I can work towards some things. It did make things like a lot better. So the second tip that I would give as well is going to be putting new information in your ears. So a lot of overcoming depression is really what you listening to and what you thinking about. And so if you thinking that you're not gonna have a better man, which is a lie from the devil, is not true. But if you're thinking that, if you're thinking you're not worth anything, if you're thinking you can't change, if you're thinking this is the worst thing that ever happened to you, you're never going to get to the better part. And how are you going to get to that? By hearing people who has overcome this. So one person I love to listen to is Tony Gaskins. Tony Gaskins keep it $150, and Tony Gaskins dang near cover almost every girl situation somewhere. And so I highly recommend tapping in with Tony Gaskins. Dr. Michelle Daff was one person who was like, you know, helpful at a certain time for like feminine things. But if you want to become a more feminine woman, you know what I'm saying? Or you trying to become a more business woman, like listen to different things. Put your mind in different spaces and different places, because when you begin to think differently. Oh, and another person I like listening to for motivational purposes, Chanel Richie. She got some really great inspirational motivational videos. I ain't gonna lie, she a little cut, but the girl, she will motivate you. She be talking that talk sometimes. So like, if you feel this bad about because this man left you and you don't know where to go, you need somebody to point you in that direction. If you cannot afford therapy, if you can't do the therapy and those type of investments right now, you're gonna have to invest in yourself, period, by taking time out your day to just listen to something better that's gonna put some stuff in you. I'm not saying you're not gonna hurt. I'm not saying the pain is gonna go away tomorrow, but what it's gonna do is gonna start helping you. You're gonna get to a place where that is not your pain no more. Like, it's not gonna be the biggest thing in the world that this man left you, or that this man cheated on you, or that this man was with someone else, because you're so focused on what you're trying to do, sis, and what you got going on. And I just it's really frustrating, because it's like, I've been in a place too before where I'm like, I can't even think because of what this man did to me. But it's like, why is it because he's a fool that my life is affected? That has nothing to do with me at the end of the day. You lost me. That is your loss. So at the end of the day, my life still has to continue. You're going to cry. Yes, it's going to hurt. You're going to have to go through those feelings. But while you're going through those feelings, don't try to go get a new man. While you're going through them feelings, because if you try to get a new man, what's going to happen is you're going to hurt the man. Let's just say you do meet a good man, you'll hurt the man, or you won't really be ready. You'll be trying to use people, and that's not a good feeling. That's not a cool thing to do. But what you do is you get yourself together, and then as you getting yourself together and you getting yourself to this new space and you're becoming that new woman, because you got to think, when this new, because certain type of women bag certain type of men. We just got to keep it $150, right? So if you a certain type of woman and you bag you want this certain type of man, you're going to become the woman that type of man even wants. If you feel me, if that's your type of goal. So whatever it is you're trying to do, like, you have to really think in alignment with that woman. And then in between those things, it's a process. Like, you can't speed it up, but you can slow it down by things that you do. And like, one of the things I regretted doing before too was trying to date again when I wasn't ready to date. Why are you dating? And you gotta get yourself together. You gotta get yourself together. So those are my 2 tips. I'm not gonna make this a long video, and the reason I didn't want this to be long is because this is the primary thing. You gotta come back to yourself, and you gotta really see what you want to do. Now, yes, you invest in yourself as well. Invest in self-care, invest in therapy, invest in makeup, and learn how to do your own nails at home. Learn how to do makeup. If you can get clothes, get clothes. If you can't get wigs and weaves right now, just figure out how to do something with your hair, no matter what it is. But it's like the real tea when it comes to overcoming depression from a relationship is you gotta change your mind, because we be in bad relationships because we don't change our mind, or we tolerate things because we don't change our mind, or because we don't change how we see ourselves. But if you know that you're beautiful, if you know that you are the prize, it's like you literally are so amazing, and a man is going to be blessed to have you one day. If you don't know that you are you may be the one that's going to be a future millionaire, and you're the one that's actually have all these businesses and things to help people, but it's so hard to help people when you're broken or when you're hurt. And so when you really kind of start getting that, and you pushing your stuff, you ain't gonna be so worried about him anymore. It's not gonna matter as much. It's gonna start seeming like a small thing because you got bigger things to think about. So my name is Starla Shay. Thank you for watching this video. If it's encouraging or helpful to you, share it with a friend. I just wanted it to be like a little quick talk because I don't want to make this all long. I just want it to be real, and I just want it to be to the point to help somebody, because I've been there in those spaces where you really lost because of a man. And if you lost yourself because of a man, it's because you lost you somewhere. And so you got to go back to find you. And so I just hope that God will give you the grace to find yourself again. And thank you guys so much for watching my video, and I pray y'all have a good day. Bye.